Hey there, Griever Gang. Welcome back to Griever Productions. I'm here again with another newcomer to the channel. This is a band called Within Temptation, and this particular song is featuring another person as well, Jerry Heil, I believe. So this is a song called Sing Like a Siren. You guys mentioned this one relatively recently when I was talking about that I don't really know of a huge number of proficient female rock vocals. So this is one that came up quite a bit in the comments when I did mention that. So I wanted to give this one a listen. So aside from knowing it's rock, who the band is, I know very little else. Very, very little else. So we're kind of going blind into this one, which is actually quite exciting. I quite like going in completely blind, not knowing the bands, and knowing very little about them. So before we begin, please do leave a like on the video. It really does help. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, which is incredibly exciting, and I hope I do get to that milestone. But without any further ado, let's have a listen to Sing Like a Siren Within Temptation. I'm already intrigued, just based upon this imagery.
Her name's Hurricane. Thunder is her smaller brother. It's pouring, it's spilling, it's already under the ceiling. Taboing, setilo, захоплює все моє тіло. Running with the storm, through the thunder and the rain. But you got a silver stern and the bones of iron. Open all the doors, let the water come inside. If you wanna face the storm, feel the storm, be the storm, and sing like a siren.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So, look, I'm going to pause it there for a minute because I want to go back and have a listen to this section again. Now, the interesting thing, straight off the bat, is what I'm hearing are two incredible two very, very incredible vocalists. What is their nationality? I can hear that there's an accent in there. So Jerry seems, if I'm reading this right, to be Ukrainian. And With Temptation is a Dutch symphonic metal band. That's interesting. And it even states here in the comments, not in the comments, in the description rather, musical influences with a Ukrainian folk sort of style. And oh my God, what a style this is. This is wonderful. And also, that harmony work that comes in when they're both singing together. Oh my God, I wanted to melt. Oh my God, I wanted to melt. That was insane.
Her name's Hurricane. Thunder is her smaller brother.
And I love that almost yodel sound in her voice as well. I think that is a style that is so unique, and you don't hear it very often, especially not in anything that you would consider more, I don't want to say commercial, that's not the word, but it's definitely not something you hear in everyday music very often at all, and it just works so wonderfully in this sort of circumstance, in this sort of situation. I love it. I love it. And her voice is just stunning.
It's pouring, it's spilling, it's already under the ceiling. Taboing, setilo, захоплює все моє тіло. Running with the storm.
Oh.
Through the thunder and the rain, but you got a silver stern. And
Wonderful
the
vocal.
bones of iron, open all the doors.
And have a listen to that layered harmony here too. You can tell it's only the two voices that are doing multiple lines. It's so powerful. And it's such a unique thing to like symphonic metal bands that they layer harmonies this way. And it's part of why I love them so much, genuinely, because as you all know, I'm a sucker for a vocal harmony. I'm a sucker for any harmony, really. But these sorts of vocal harmonies are they just tickle my brain in the right way, and it is just wonderful.
And the bones of iron, open all the doors. Let the water come inside. If you wanna face the storm, feel the storm, beat the storm, and sing like a siren.
Oh, I love it.
Rising from the ocean deep, wakening from the winter sleep. In chaos I will find my peace. Sing my song, my voice is free. Sing through fire through the rain. Sing through fire through the rain. Sing through fire through the rain. Through the fire through the rain. It's pouring, it's spilling, it's already under the ceiling. Zapomnij, zecilo, zakopuje se moje tělo. Running with the storm, through the thunder and the rain, but you got a silver stern, and the bones of iron, open all the doors, let the water come inside, and if you wanna face the storm, feel the storm, be the storm, and sing like a siren.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm glad that I saw who the director was there. That was insane because this video clip is just beautiful. I know I literally mentioned in the video that I recorded for yesterday's release that I love it when video clips are simple, and in this particular case, this video clip is a little bit more complicated, but it doesn't mean nothing, and that's an important distinction. With the video clips and the music videos, it's always so important that it helps to tell that story that's being done in the song, unless there's a very specific reason for it. And this is just wonderful. Also, I'd love to point out, I just really want to point out, I love hearing this entire song play out in the way that it has, and then at the end, you can actually hear when they stop the acoustic guitar. You hear the active, like when they place their hand on the string. Have a listen here. I actually really dig that, and I know it's such a simple thing to be focusing on, but what it has done is it has taken this incredibly epic bit of music with this insane layering of vocal, and then it's brought it back to humanity. It hasn't brought it to it hasn't made you think, oh, you know, it's overproduced. You still get that feel of, hang on, it's real people that wrote this. This isn't just something that came out of the ether. There are real people behind this, and this is this is the music that they do. This is wonderful. Good Lord. They're vocal together, these two. So I don't know the lead singer name for Within Temptation. Let me have a look here. Sharon? Is it Sharon? Dutch singer, the lead vocalist. Okay, so Sharon. Okay, so Sharon, who's the singer of Within Temptation, has this incredible folk voice. And at least that's the style that she's putting on here, and it lends itself so well. It's so strange to say this. Okay, so back when I was doing competitions, when I was kind of learning my craft and that sort of thing, we had these things called a Stedfords, where a bunch of kids would get up and they would do songs in different categories. So you would have a country music category, you'd have a contemporary vocal category, you'd have a rock category, and that sort of thing. But there was also a folk category. And it's so interesting to me where you hear a lot of these folk songs, like the song Scarborough Fair came up a lot, but things kind of around that style. And now what you have are these vocalists that lend themselves really nicely to that folk style going into metal. And somehow, it's something that I love about the metal world, is that it lends itself so well to those older styles, your folk styles, classical music. The musicality behind this sort of stuff lends itself so nicely, and it doesn't make sense in my head, because when you think of those styles, folk music and classical music, you're not thinking metal. You're thinking violins. You're thinking very sweet vocal, and in those cases, you're still getting the sweet vocal. You're just getting the heavier music to go along with it, and it is just brilliant. The styles that don't. That realistically in your mind that shouldn't mix perfectly well. Crazy. Also, Jerry's voice. Oh man, how beautiful is her voice? How clean is that vocal? Also, I don't know if she was singing in Ukrainian in those sections that weren't in English, but oh wow, beautiful voice. Oh my god. There's so much going on in this song, and it is... I'm going to listen to it again. I'm going to 100% be listening to it again and again and again. This is going to go into a playlist for me, because this is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like a favorite if you enjoyed. Subscribe to all that sort of thing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, bye for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, feel free to go over to Patreon and support us for as little as $3 Australian per month. By doing so, you'll join the list of wonderful people here. Also, if you're into gaming, I have recently rebooted my gaming channel, so feel free to go over there and have a look. Link to both the Patreon and the gaming channel in the description below.